Hello class, I will see the other kind of voltage regulator such as the electronic voltage regulator. In case of the electronic voltage regulator, we are use a non-movable devices. In case of the mechanical voltage regulator, there was a armature is there. There was that steel plate was there which having the movement, so moving part was there. But in case of the electronic ignition system or electronic voltage regulator system, there is no any kind of moving components are there. So everything which making the regulation of voltage are solid state devices. Okay, and those solid state devices are responsible to make our voltage regulation. So here this is the advantage, that is there is no any where are take place. Okay, no any kind of vibration is there, no any kind of making and breaking noise are there in terms of coming from the regulation action. So here we are using uh, diodes, we are using SCR. Okay, so by using SCR and diodes, here we are try to achieve a regulation action. Okay, so before moving to this working of this electronic voltage regulation system, first of all we must know what is a Zener diode, because in case of the this electronic voltage regulation system, we're supposed to use a Zener diode. Okay, so the Zener diode is a diode in which highly doping take place, highly dope or high amount of impurity are used. Okay, or its bandwidth is too large. These diodes are not like a no, or normal diode. These diodes are making a current flow in both the direction, even though the direction of flow of current are mentioned over here. But so this diode can make a flow of current in reverse direction also. It means not necessary the direction of flow of current is always taken this direction along with the arrow shown of this diode, but some cases, or we can say in particular case, it may allow a flow of current in reverse direction also. So the Zener diode are the such a diode which can have a conductivity in forward bias also and the reverse bias also. So we are just try to take advantage of this thing, and by taking advantage, we supposed to regulate a voltage in case of the in case of the electronic regulation system. So here first of all we must know what is the VI characteristic of our Zener diode. So this is the VI characteristic shown in this side of your slide. Okay, so on the y-axis we are having the magnitude of current of positive cycle, and this is the magnitude of current of the negative cycle. Similarly here we are having the voltage magnitude at positive side and the voltage magnitude at the negative side. Okay, so for the forward bias current, okay, whenever the current flowing in this direction, okay, for the first cycle you can say for example, okay, in this cycle, so whenever the current flowing in this side in this way, okay, so it conduct a current, it conduct the current, or for sake of time we can imagine whenever current flow take place in this direction, okay, it arranged in circuit in such way the arrow of this diode are aligned with the flow of current. Okay, so that time it is a it or we can say our Zener diode are in position of forward bias, so that during that time the voltage and the current are increasing in this fashion. Okay, voltage also increases and current also increases with respect to magnitude. If voltage increases, then current also increases. If current increases, then voltage also increases. So start from this point, this cut in voltage point. Okay, start from the this cut in voltage point, your line supposed to get start deflecting upward direction. Okay, so it having voltage as well it having the current are changing along this line. Okay, in case of the forward bias region, but whenever it arrange in a circuit in such a way, the direction of flow of current it opposite to the arrow of this diode. Okay, that time it only allow a current across him or across it whenever the magnitude of this current, or we can say the magnitude of voltage applied across these two terminal of this Zener diode is greater than its a Zener voltage. Okay, it's a Zener voltage. I repeat, whenever this Zener diode arranged in a circuit in such a way, when the flow of current or direction of flow of current is opposite as that of the direction or arrow of this diode indicating. Okay, here arrow of diode is indicating this direction, but if current is flowing in opposite direction, or we can say if we arrange in such way in circuit, it's a current are flowing to that circuit in opposite direction, then what happen? Then current flow across the diode only possible when these two terminals of diode, or two ter- the diode, or we can say the voltage applied across the diode is greater than your Zener voltage. This is your Zener voltage. Okay, so if we are applying voltage across this diode is more than Zener voltage, more than or equal to Zener voltage, then current supposed to flow in reverse direction also. But in case of normal diode, it is not possible. It is only possible in case of the Zener diode. So that's why for some value of voltage, okay, the current flow is very negligible, not flowing at all, or we can say it is aligned to zero also. Okay, whenever voltage applied this two end of Zener diode, this point and this point, it reaches to your Zener voltage, okay, that is Vz. Okay, that time it's allowed to flow current, but here it won't allow, here it won't allow, here it won't allow. Only it allow to flow of current across him or through him when the voltage applied across this two terminal, okay, is greater than Zener voltage or equal to Zener voltage. Okay, so that time current is start to flow and the current value is increases, but the Zener voltage value is remain same. Means we are just allowing the flow of current more and more, but Zener voltage is remain constant. Okay, so current is the flow of current is increases through your Zener diode, but voltage applied across this diode is constant. Okay, is constant when your supply, when your Zener voltage is or the voltage across these two terminal are reaches to Zener voltage, that time current flow value may increases, but voltage remain constant. Okay, it is shown in this the VI character. I repeat, in case of the Zener diode, if we arrange the Zener diode in forward bias, forward bias is nothing but the such a position in which we are keeping our diode, okay, in the direction of flow of current. So here arrow of diode is forward in this way fashion, and if the current flow through circuit is also in this direction, okay, then these diode are in reverse bias, oh sorry, forward bias. When the arrow, when the direction of flow of current in this direction, in this way, and diode are placed in opposite to this direction, then these diode are in reverse bias and this diode in forward bias. So any diode, it is conducting a current or flow of it allow a flow of current in forward bias is normal thing. Means any diode or any resistor, we can't say resistor because resistor is bidirectional, only in case of diode. Okay, it is only allow a current in forward bias, it is normal case, but in case of Zener diode it also allow a current flow in reverse bias case also. But thing is that the voltage applied across these two terminal of Zener diode should be equal to or greater than is the Zener voltage. So it is defined. Okay, some Zener diode having 14 volt Zener old, some having 14.5, some having 3, some having 6. It depends as per the requirement we can select. So here we can see on the VI characteristic, whenever is forward bias, the VI voltage and current is increasing respect to the each other. But whenever we are keeping the Zener diode in reverse bias, at the initial point, whenever voltage increases, the current flow across through the Zener diode is very negligible or reaches to zero. But as soon as voltage is touches to its Zener voltage value, the current value increases suddenly. Okay, it allow to flow current through it, but voltage not changing. Voltage are maintained as Zener voltage across it. Whether if you are if this Zener diode are of 12 volt of Vz, if the Zener voltage of this Zener diode is 12 volt, even where I am applying suppose to 16 volt supply across this Zener diode in reverse bias condition, then also here I am getting a 12 volt supply only. Whether I am applying 16 volt, then also I am getting the 12 volt supply only. Okay, so this is a characteristic of your Zenode. So we are just taking the advantage of that characteristic in order to regulate a voltage across the battery. So for the understanding purpose, I have drawn here one simple circuit. Okay, in this circuit, consider this is a this is a battery, not battery, it is a uh, voltage source, or we can say it is a generator. It's look like battery, but just imagine right now it's just your we can say DC voltage source. Okay, it is a DC voltage source, because in case of the charging system also we are fixing this regulator. Okay, not rectifier, this regulator after the conversion of AC to DC. Okay, so right now just imagine this is our DC generator or DC variable source, DC supply variable source. So fluctuating DC supply, it fluctuate in between 3 volt to 6 volt. Okay, so this is our 3 volt to 6 volt fluctuating DC supply, means sake of time it giving 3 volt supply, sake of time it giving 6 volt, sake of time it giving 5 or 4. In that way it give a supply to our 3 volt LED. Okay, so this is 3 volt LED which need only 3 volt. If you are giving more voltage beyond 3 volt, it's supposed to burn. So in that way we have to ensure, we have to prevent this damage. Here resistor is also mounted, but only resistor is not sufficient. So in order to regulate the voltage applied across this LED, 3 volt LED, I have used these two what we can say, two Zener diode. Okay, this is symbol of Zener diode. Okay, so here one Zener diode is located in a forward bias and another Zener diode is located in a reverse bias. Okay, so initially we will see how the current will flow. So positive to negative current supposed to flow. Okay, it pass through resistor. This is a forward bias, so through forward bias it passing, even though across the light or LED it's supposed to pass, but it won't pass to this reverse bias because direction is different. Okay, now this is a case 1 I am saying, which I have shown right now. This is a case 1. In this case 1, the voltage of source supplied to light is less than 3 volt. It is less than 3 volt. This is supplied, right now supplied, and the Zener volt of this both, we having notation Vz, is also 3 volt for us. We have select a 3 volt Zener volt Zener diode, means in that way only I have selected the Zener diode. Means here maximum 3 volt is allowed to LED, so I also select, I also need to select such Zener diode which having a Zener voltage up to 3 volt. Okay, so I have selected these, both are 3 volt Zener volt Zener voltage of this both Zener diode also 3 volt. So in the first case, supply of DC source is less than 3 volt, so current will supposed to flow in this fashion. Okay, it start flowing, it is DC volt, so no positive negative positive or negative cycle, all cycle is straight positive, so no polarity changes over here. So that's why I told you a DC source take place like this only. Okay, now if second case, now second case, color change. Okay, now second case, when source is greater than 3 volts, when DC supply is greater than 3 volt. Now what happened? In previous case, first case, light supposed to glow because it is supply is less than 3 volt or equal to 3 volt. Now in second case, supply is greater than, source is greater than 3 volt. Now what happened? Current flow in this fashion only, direction no change, in this way only, passing through resistor. Okay, some part going through forward bias diode conduct in every cases, 3 volt supply also, 4 volt, but 6 volt supply also. So it supposed to conduct in all range of supply. But now reverse bias, what happening with reverse bias? Now as I told you, the Zener voltage is what, 3 volt, so it is greater than your Zener volt. Now this Zener diode supposed to conduct also, even the direction is different, and during that time, here light, through light also voltage supposed to be a passed. Now my source giving more than 3 volt, but light only limited 3 volt. If I am supplying more than 3 volt to LED, then it's supposed to burst, but now in this case it won't burst. How it possible? Even I am having a supply more than 3 volt right now, for example 4 volt supply right now if I have, then also why not my LED supposed to burst? This is the reason, just because of VI characteristic. Now we will correlate this thing. Okay, so second case, that is more than our 3 volt, more than 3 volt supply supposed to given by source, for example 4 volt it's supplying right now. Current flow in this fashion, here it passing through this also, here it also passing through this also, as it is supplied voltage is more than Zener voltage, it reverse bias also conduct, and LED through also it passes, but LED won't burst even though it having the 4 volt supply. How it possible? The Zener voltage, if you observe reverse bias case, the Zener voltage remains same whether I am supplying 4 volt, that time also the Zener voltage, if I am up connecting voltmeter over here, voltmeter across this two terminal of Zener diode, I am just getting reading of 3 volt. Why? Because I have selected Zener diode having Zener voltage 3 volt. So this Zener diode regulating current through this wire, okay, through this wire in such a way. We know IR is equal to V, Ohm's law. IR is equal to V. Okay, so this Zener diode responsible to make a drop across this resistor in such a way the voltage applied across this Zener diode should be 3 volt. So in our case right now, here how much amount is supplied by our voltage supply, 4 volt. Okay, so for how much amount of voltage should be dropped in order to maintain 3 volt across this, that is 1 volt. Okay, so here drop across this resistor is 1 volt. In that fashion it regulates the current value is regulated by Zener. Okay, current value is regulated by Zener diode. Resistor value is fixed, resistor won't change. Which change? That is current supposed to change. So current value is changing, and with respect to that resistor is fixed, so the multiplication of IR we are getting 1 volt, that is loss across this resistor. Okay, so here this point also, if I'm connect to voltmeter, I'm getting 3 volt supply. Even though if I'm connecting this point to voltmeter, I'm getting 4 volt supply. Okay, so reversed bias Zener diode responsible to make a, a drop in a current in such a way that a voltage across this reverse bias conducting Zener diode should be remain as 3 volt. So that same 3 volt also applied across this Zener this LED also, across this 2 point also, across this 2 point also, but not across those 2 points of before the resistor. It is 4 volt, but here after the resistor it is 3 volt as equal to the Zener voltage of this reverse bias conducting Zener diode. Okay, if I'm using a somewhat high voltage of Zener voltage of Zener diode, okay, for instead of 3, if I'm using 5 volt type, then for the 4 volt supply this remain as a non-conducting, so 5 volt get applied through LED and LED get burst. But in order to prevent the LED, I have to select a Zener diode such way that which having the Zener voltage 3 volt. So due to that same voltage of Zener diode and your LED, it responsible to prevent the damage of LED over here. Similar, we can take another case. If my source supplying 6 volt, okay, it supply 6 volt. Now current flowing through this fashion, this forward bias is conduct in all way. Our reverse bias diode having Zener voltage 3 volt and supplied voltage is more than that, so definitely it also conduct in reverse bias. And LED also conduct, LED through LED also it's supposed to flow. Supplied is 6 volt, rated volt of LED is 3 volt, then also our LED won't burst. Why? The thing is that reverse bias conduction of Zener diode. Okay, so what happened? Again our Zener diode responsible to regulate the current flow through this further circuit after the resistor. How? IR is equal to V, the Ohm's law. IR is equal to V. So how much voltage it should be, how much voltage drop should be need to take place across this resistor if 6 volt is supply in order to maintain 3 volt across this diode, that is 3 volt need to be a drop across this resistor. So 3 volt I have to apply across this Zener diode. Okay, or we can say 3 volt supposed to minus this 6 volt. Okay, so 3 volt drop is needed over here, so I value should be regulated in such a way by Zener diode. So multiplication of I into R, you are getting 3 volt drop across this resistor. So after the resistor here and here across, if you apply any voltmeter, you are getting reading of 3 volt again. in between this point also, this 2 point, in between this 2 point also. But when are you supposed to apply in between this point and this point, you are getting the 6 volt. Okay, so this is the beauty of our Zener diode. Whenever it conducting reverse bias, it regulate a current in such a way the voltage across this its two end remain equal to its Zener voltage, even though a high source is applied or supplied to it. Okay, so in that way our Zener diode is working, it having such a characteristic. So by taking the advantage of such a characteristic, we are couple the Zener diode parallel to our load in charging system. In charging system, our load is nothing but our battery. So we are connecting our Zener diode in reverse bias to our battery. Here we are couple the Zener diode in reverse bias to our LED, but in case of charging system, we are coupling the Zener diode in reverse bias with battery, that is in parallel condition. Okay, thank you.